going to get moved anyway. Hello, everyone. I know it's not morning, but Scott and I were busy this morning. So
we went to look at chairs.
I went to look at chairs. I went and sat on like 40 different chairs. And then we went and looked at mattresses. And I laid on like 40 different mattresses. But one I laid on the most. So we'll see how that goes. Trying to make my body feel a little bit better. You know, when I wake up in the morning and then I feel great from a good mattress to I feel great in a good chair and I can sew. So we'll see how that goes, huh? All right, so we're just waiting for some people to join. So while I wait, I will sit here and tell you. I don't know, because I don't know what I'm saying. Did I find one chair-wise? We think. We're not 100% sure because we have to look at the return policy on these chairs. Because, well, what if I get it and, you know, then like a week later, I'm still in a ton of pain. Will the company take it back? That's the whole big deal about that. All right, let's see who's here now. Now the people are finding it. Wendy, Karen, Dawn, Roseanne, KS. Let's see where we at. Gloria, Zaza, Donna, Beverly, Muriel. Let's see, Connie, Julie, the cat lady who sews, Patricia. So many are here already. I'm going to start with mail because that goes quicker. There's only one box that is this big. And then it's kind of heavy. And then I'll show you all the things that I got finished finally. Finally. Ooh, there's a card. Ooh, look at this card.
Oh, it's got butterflies.
They're sparkly butterflies. That's awesome. Let's see what it says. Oh, hope this box brings you joy and happy sewing. Well, we'll see, because usually they do bring me joy. Such other viewers didn't catch too many of your videos, but always watch the replays. Currently working on 20. Oh, this person's currently working on a 25 patch block series. Now that was a fun one. Scott, you are a true godsend to Tiffany, and your love for her is so evident. And Thumper also says meow meow meow.
He hasn't even gotten up from nap.
He hasn't even got up for nap yet. Usually he gets up and wants his food, but he's not even up yet. Ooh, let's see. I don't need that. What do we got here? Is this all the parts and pieces to something?
I don't know.
Well, I don't know either. We got green half square triangles.
Oh, are they all labeled?
Well, no, they're not, but it says green fields. This block of the month. These are little kit bags. This is 2-inch half square triangles. Maybe this is just, she labeled them all like I do. Yep, 1.5-inch half square triangles. So it's a bag of scraps. Just some random batik scraps. It's a bag of scraps. Some started half square triangles that are not opened up yet. Ooh, some more started half square triangles that are not opened up yet. These are batiks. The last 2 bags were. Some more half square triangles started but not opened up yet. Look at that. I can make half square triangle craziness. Some half cut pieces that just need to be sewn. Oh, they are sewn together. Look, they're all sewn together already. That is a great deal there. Some more. They're already. This person must sew and then trim everything off. Yeah, which is smart. I don't do that. So here's a whole nother stack that needs to be pressed open. Some more that just need to be pressed open. Just squares. Little squares.
No.
Batik. A whole bunch of more squares. Well, that need to be pressed into half square triangles. Some already pressed ones to go with more green. Look at this. This is a whole half square triangle bag of half square triangle set scraps. We got some hourglasses, some unpressed, some more unpressed in the green and brown category. Some more hourglasses that are small. And some more half square triangles. Look at that. So a whole entire bag filled with half square triangles that just need pressing. Trimmed to whatever size, pressed to whatever, you know, that thing. Sorry, the bag is probably loud. I'm trying to get it all back in here. Probably isn't going to happen very easily. Without being super loud about it, I am just going to move that over there. Stay. What do we have here? Ooh, that's pretty. Way. 10 yards of backing fabric called Arabella. Backing fabric. Is it? Oh, it's 44 wide. So it is 10 yards of this batik. Do you see that in there? That is so pretty. It's got all the colors. They're just really subdued into these flowers. And this is pretty. I love batiks. This is awesome. Super awesome. We have some scraps from jeans. So here's some. It says, hi, Tiff. I thought you could use and make some super cute purses out of these. So here's some jeans scraps, which obviously I use all sorts of stuff. Here is a bag filled with Tula scraps. Woohoo! Tula scraps. I'm just going to pull it out and see what scraps are in here. We got some Tula solids. I'm going to keep those separate because all my Tula fabric is separate, scraps and all. Ooh, look at this one. That's pretty. That's Cafe, yeah. I kind of figured that was. We got some polka dot. Ooh, what is this? Is this what part of it? Okay, no, this is an Andover fabric. So it's not just all Tula, but those are cute. I'll have to separate these two because that's Cafe and that's not Tula.
Skullover back in there for 10 yards? A batik?
No, I'm not going to put a batik on the back of Skullover. Skullover's already got backing. It's black.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, we got cloud. Got a lot of scrap of this. And if I hadn't already, did I make it? Yeah, I already have the back for my butterfly, or else I'd piece all the scraps together and put it on the back of my butterfly. We got some polka dots and some more stripes. Some of the black with the birds and stars. Some solid, some tiny dots. A little bundle that was from a Cotton Cuts, you know, like extra pieces, it looks like. We got those are so cute.
Oh, the peacocks. Or
Not
flamingos.
flamingos.
Yeah, but they're heart shaped.
Yep.
The heart.
And then there's a shrimp.
There's a shrimp? Oh, what?
There's
shrimp?
There's little shrimps.
What
I never even realized that. You know,
shrimp
sometimes.
just like throws it off.
Yeah, but that's what they eat, right?
I guess, sure. I don't know what
crazy
a flamingo
cool.
eats.
I don't know what a flamingo eats either. We got the cheetah.
Upside down, turn it around. Upside down.
Got
There
the
you
cheetah. Got some more cloud. Got some more of this. A lot of scrap of that. We got some Moda grunge. We got this. Some more scrap of this. Ooh, I love this one. I actually have like a yard. I think I have the green version, greenback one. I have like a yard or two of that. If you guys ever get to see my fabric room again, my Tula is now all completely and utterly super organized. I went super organized, crazy with all of it. All right, for now, I'm just going to throw this all in here. Nice big chunks of scrap.
Oh, they eat shrimp. That's how they stay pink.
Yep, that's how they stay pink. Yep. Ooh, look at this. Is this a whole bag of fat quarters of Tula from the homemade line? Oh my gosh, this whole entire time I have been wanting this, and I searched all of Becca's shelves, and she had the other kind, but look at this. She had the purple version.
Oh, it's a sewing machine?
Yeah, it's the sewing machines. I have been wanting to make myself a bag out of the sewing machine fabric. And guess what I can do now? I can make a bag.
That is so
Woohoo!
cool.
Look at that. Because I want everyone to know that I'm a quilter, so I got to have a sewing machine bag to carry around. That's a bag, but has sewing machines on it. So it has the measuring tape, one, and it has the scissors and the pins and the seam ripper, and then the spools and scissors. This one's really cool. I like this one. This was the one line I did not have really anything of. I love it. That's awesome. We got the safety pins that actually look like safety pins and not something else. There was a fabric we got that looked kind of funny. I'm not even going to say it. We got the pink version, an oranger color version, this colorway, the cutting mat fabric. I'm going to make a totally fun bag somehow, some way with all of this. We got some speckles that looks like speckles. I don't know the names of all these, by the way. Some more cutting mat or ruler fabric. And then some I Heart the Tools. And then we have the green version. I'm still going to make me a purple bag version, though.
Oh, the green one looks cool, too, though.
So we have the green version. Let's try to fold that correctly. Fold it back. And then the green this. And then some speckles. Oh, wait, some more speckles. Some blue safety pins. What is the X? Let's see if this one has a selvage on it. No, it doesn't have a readable selvage. Did this one have a readable selvage? Where'd it go? Was it? Yeah, it's right here. Oh, let's see. Homemade. Doesn't say the name of the one that has the hands. Oh, when we have a blue version with the sewing machine. Woohoo!
That's cool.
Love it. I've been wanting to get some of this, but everywhere I've ever looked like in person, they're always out of this. The sewing machine one went quick. And we got some more of those. Let's see, does this side have? Nope, that one doesn't have the selvage, but we got the purple hands on the green. Some more scissors. I had a giant quilt back that had this from somebody else's, and they didn't want their scraps, so I had kept it. It feels a lot different. The quilt backs feel like silky, but they're not silky. They're just cotton, but they're really nice. Look at that. Somebody really loves me. Send me Tula prints that I can't ever find. That's so awesome. Now I'm going to try to get them back in the bag. And there's still one more thing or two more things in this box. If I can get to it. Slide all this in here. Woohoo!
You could just make a whole bunch of bags.
I could make a bunch of bags. And then we have a book. Celebrate with Quilts. Well, let's get it out. This is a nice bag. I've never seen one with such a thick top part. Celebrate with Quilts. Lisa Alexander and Susan Ake. Oh, look at this. It's got all sorts of blocks in here. Ooh, I love block books. Ooh. So, ooh, it even has like, oh, that would have been nice. Look at that.
Oh, that is cool.
It's like my intertwined, but with pinwheels.
In the middle of it.
In the middle. Wow, that would be so awesome to make.
That will be.
That looks cool. Ooh, it has all sorts of stuff in here. This is a good book. That's what it's called. Celebrate with Quilt. That's awesome. There's so much in here. I mean, it even has the templates. So you can draw your templates out and use them. I love when books have that. You just take a piece of paper and draw it on there. Wow. So there's that. And this is just the paper. So there's that. I love all this. Thank you. You know who you are. I'm definitely going to use the book for a fact. And I am going to make myself a bag for a fact. Just put all this in there for now.
You got that box?
Yeah. Here's everything. I couldn't get it all back into the bag without
That's okay. That's
rustling sound annoying everybody.
It's okay.
All right. The things that I have been up to.
They just all fell out of the box.
That goes with it so that we remember. All right. What have I been up to? Well, we're going to move my chair and start with, you guys saw, and you can go look, the Open Gate video. Obviously, I finished that, but if you don't watch Open Gate, that's why I show these separately than the thing. So I made this. This was in the Open Gate box for this month. And this one is quilted with leaves. I like this one. So pretty. Then I finished this like 2.5 weeks ago. Will you help me?
Yeah,
Right here, that's the top. So you guys remember I did this, Sew Sundays, I think. I did the farmer's market.
Tell them the stuff's for sale. They can email me and I'll put an email on there.
So I finished, we might have to move the camera back. The farmer's market quilt. So that's all done. I just did a meander on this one. And then the back has chicken wire in the middle, chickens on the side, but I ran out of chickens and then put this. Then I ran out of this and bound it in a different one. So on
the back.
And then I had to put it on the back on the sides too because I didn't have enough of that fabric. I thought I had enough, but I guess my measurements were off. Sometimes when I'm piecing backing fabric, I get off on it and then I figure it out and then I'm like, oh man. But that's okay. It landed right at the edge of the binding. No big deal. And I bound it in that same color so it looks like it was meant to be. All right. The next thing I finished
Tiffany Monet
is, if you guys remember on Sew Sunday, like a week ago, 2 weeks ago? Yeah. 2 weeks ago. We did the Tiffany Monet. So Tiffany Monet is done, but it's not just a one-sided quilt. Tiffany Monet is a two-sided quilt.
Oh, that looks cool.
So, and I also on this, so see the designs of the Monet in here? How it has the little ripple things, and obviously I'm holding it upside down. Well, I actually quilted it. See the back side, you can see it better, with a ripple. So I made like you can see I come in and go out, and then it's just rippling throughout the whole thing.
Threads everywhere.
Yeah, there's threads everywhere. And then I didn't have a lot of this fabric, if you remember on the video, but I found more in my stash. It's not the exact same purple, but from far away, you can't even tell the difference. So this one is my two-sided Tiffany Monet. That's what I called it. That's the name of the quilt. It's Tiffany Monet because it's Monet painting tiffatized.
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 Love that. Tiffatized.
Next, if you remember, like, I don't know, a couple months ago, we did this triangles.
It might have been on a breakfast.
It might have been a breakfast at Tiffany's. I don't know, but it's the triangles. So I finally finished triangles. I quilted it with a giant meander, but the meander has flower petals on it. So the back is white. I usually don't put white on the backs of quilts, but I had it and it went perfect. And you can see the stitching on the back. See, it's a giant meander, but it has flower petals.
That is so cool.
So that got done. And I had already pre-made the binding for it too. I cut the strips from the fabric and made the binding because I was like, well, you know, I had everything all planned out for this. I just needed a backing fabric and to quilt it. So I finally grabbed a backing fabric and quilted it.
Are we showing shoe fly?
Yep.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
If you guys remember, I filmed a video called Shoe Fly Shuffle. It's a very popular video, and lots of people have watched it. Well, I finally quilted the quilts from the Shoe Fly Shuffle. So here's the one that looks really busy, but this one looks great. It reminds me of Grandma's bed. You know, when you think about what you would have found on Grandma's bed, this is it. And this is quilted with a ribbon. And then the back, I just put a brown on it. And then I found, obviously, the rest of the fabric that matched the sashing to go on the binding. So it's just, it edges off. So I got the Shoe Fly Shuffle. I'm just folding them in half and throwing them on the table for now.
Here's the colorful one.
And then the second version that I did in the video, because I said, you know, this one is more subdued. And if you want bright and cheerful in that same video, I made a second version right then and there with colorful, and this one looks like stained glass. So this one I quilted with a wave and a spiral. It looks great on here.
It's in orange.
And it's in
so cool.
Orange thread, and it really looks awesome. The orange just blends in with this the black sashing like perfectly. And who would I be if not Tiffany to put a black back on a quilt that has black in it? And look at that quilting. You could just see it because it's orange.
This is what, this one's the regular and this one's the bright?
Yeah, this is the bright version. That's the more subdued version.
Okay.
That's Grandma's bed, and this is the daughter's bed.
Oh, okay.
So that was that. So I finally got that done. Those, both of them. I literally was like, you know, I filmed that video. I gotta finish those quilts finally, and I did. I finished them. All right, fold in half, you dumb thing. Right there. I will refold them better later.
These you
All right.
Put up there if you want.
No, I don't want to put them on the wall. So if you remember, just 2 Sundays ago, we did these, right? This was on Sundays, right? Our breakfast at Tiffany's.
More than 2 Sundays because we sold them as over 2 Saturdays ago.
Maybe, whatever. I made another one, obviously, because I said I had enough fabric, so I made another one. Except this one, I quilted with my homemade pantograph. So it's a Celtic knot pantograph. You can see it right here on the back.
And yes, she made the pantograph herself.
Yep, this is my made pantograph, and it never comes out right. It's kind of off. When I finally get a chance to redraw it again, it's when I first started. Then I sold one, so I made another, just in case someone else wanted one. My other one is in England, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
all hangings in England.
this one's quilted the same but different. It's a different color thread. This one's done in tea-berry thread. The other one was done in a, I don't remember what color thread. Oh, it was warm gray 4. That's what it was. But this one, pretty much quilted exactly the same, just different color thread and bigger circles. Then I finished our last-minute Easter project. This was 2 Sundays ago, right? One was Easter. Yeah.
Show me your little
And
tags.
this has hangings, hooks on it, and they're little hearts. I had heart ribbon. So it's rainbow hearts. I quilted this with like a giant flower, as you can see. And then that's the back. So there's that. But I didn't stop there. I had a little bit of fabric left over from this, so I made a second wall hanging, but this one I super custom quilted.
Yeah, let's see if they can actually see the quilting. Come up close.
So this one is super custom quilted. I gotta drop this, my arm is hurting.
Oh, do you want me to hold it? Here, let me hold it.
He's gonna hold it up to the camera because my arms are hurting from holding him up.
I need to see the quilting, the front and the back.
And then the back is a chevron. Did you show the bottom quilting too?
Of course, it has a tag. Oh,
On the front, you know, because it's different than the back. I mean, than the top.
on the borders, you mean?
No, on this bottom section. I didn't see you hold that part up. That's okay.
On the borders around it. Is that what you're talking about? What are you talking about?
Oh, I was talking about the fancy quilting. Okay, while you're holding that up, I'm going to swap the order of these two. Okay. All right, and then you know that I made that example from this one. I made an example before the live, then I did this for you guys on the live, but I finished my example from that live.
The red one.
So this is the beautiful red one. This one is quilted with a, what's the word for it? Clamshell. I know you would think it looks weird, but in person it looks awesome because in the clamshell, if I can get the lighting just right, can you guys see that in the lighting? In the clamshell, it has a little hook up that curls, and one way it goes one way, and the other way, when it goes back the other way, it curls the other way. I don't know how if the light's picking it up. So that's that. But you know, I couldn't just stop here, right? With this whole black, white, gray thing. So I made a purple version. I know.
You quilted that one different too.
And I quilted this one different. I like the purple version better than the red, but the red is striking.
That's because you like purple.
But that's because I like purple. I love the color purple. And then the back of this one, you could see the quilting better because the other one I put red, but this one I put white on. And this one's a spiral because I like to spiral.
Threads on everything.
Yeah, there's threads everywhere. This is like everything is covered in so much thread. So that is what I have completed. And then I did quilt Maxine's Mommy and Me quilt and gave that to her. If you don't remember, I have my version right here that she made me, but it's not bound yet. Maxine and I made each other quilts. This is the one she made me. It's this colorway, except mine was diagonal of the colors, you know.
Yeah.
And this was her first time sewing. She quilted it too. She put all sorts of stuff in it.
She just hasn't
Because I was showing her. She just never bound hers, so it's pulled out and ready to get finished. But I finished hers and gave it to her so that she could have a mom hug after her hysterectomy surgery. That way it made her feel a little bit more comforted that I was around. Yet I'm not at the same time, but she knows. So she got her quilt because it was hanging in there forever, and I was like, you know what, I just need to do it. It wasn't that getting cancer is an excuse to give the quilt, but it needed to get done. You know what I mean? So she got that. So I apparently finished a lot and added extras that you didn't even see on camera, like the purple version or the other wall hanging. I have fun when I get little stuff like this. I have so much fun with the quilting, you know. And let me tell you, it's not very easy to quilt pebbles on a tone-on-tone fabric because, you know, in some tone-on-tones it feels like the tone that's on the tone is like a plasticky feel. And, well, the needle on the long arm doesn't like it. So the tension gets knocked off constantly. So I'm constantly adjusting it while going. But it came out okay. That's all I got to say. But I have fun quilting stuff like that. All right, so that's what I did. I completed all that, and I still have 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. 35 or more quilts left to quilt. Next, I really want to get the my Funky Funk. If you've seen that video, that's also a very popular video that I just recently posted. It's a scrap quilt. I have that ready to be quilted as well. And then I really got to get Sculliver done, but I'm not in a hurry because there's going to be no show for any time soon. Huh? Oh, I use a Juki TL 2010Q. And Scott put a link in if you want to look it up. You can just click on that little thing. So yeah, I have a lot more to do, and I'll probably, obviously, I'll be adding this to it because, you know, this is what we're working on currently. And, you know, I get in these modes where I start quilting in like a 2-week period of time. I literally will fill a page in my, because I have a quilter's notebook, and I write down everything that I do up to the stitch count and the color I used and so on and so forth. I'll fill up a whole page in a 2-week period of time, not only with client quilts, but between client quilts. If it's slow, this is what I do. So I'll do like 2 clients, 5 of mine, another client, 5 more of mine, you know, just to get it done. All right, guys. Well, that's it. Is there any questions or anything? Boop, boop, boop. Turn. Why did it turn the screen? That made no sense.
No, the only question was what machine do you use?
Okay. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get off of here. I got to fold all this stuff and put it all back where it goes. Well, put it where it goes because it wasn't where it goes at the time. But now it will be because it's going to go somewhere. I haven't even photographed any of this. I'm so lazy and so behind. I figure, you know what? I'll do it before they go by to their new homes. Because normally I used to take it off the frame. We'd pull out the thing and I'd take tons of pictures. And then, you know, we'd put it online. But lately we don't do that anymore. I just take a picture before I send it off to its new home. Okay, I completed this. Bye-bye, quilt. Anyways, thank you guys all for hanging out, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Oh, tell them Thursday.
Oh, yeah, Thursday we're not 100% sure about because I have to rest after my shot. But if I'm good, I'll come on. So I'll let you know if I don't, though.
It may not be this Thursday.
Yeah.
It'll be next Thursday.
Yeah, it may not be this Thursday. It'll be next Thursday. And if you go to my page, like my actual page, and you see this little thing that says posts, like you scroll over. I'm going to show you real quick, just so you guys know. If you don't know, right now you're currently watching the video, right? You press the X. Then you go to the Tiffany's Quilting Life little emblem, and you go to my page that looks like this. If you scroll over right here, it says posts. Right there, it says posts. You click on that, and it'll give you all the posts. Well, I'll post there if I'm not coming on Thursday, okay? Just in case we know, I'll post that morning to make sure that you guys know, okay? And that's how you get to my page. So again, if you're watching the video, you just put the chat down and click on my face emblem, which takes you to that. You slide over to posts, and then you would scroll up, and that's where you would see any information that I need to tell you guys. So if I don't come on, that's where it'll be. All right. Hopefully that helped you guys. All right, I'm going to go. I will see you. Have a good week, everybody. I might get some more quilting done before I can't. Later, Gator.